Hi kids, my name's Nicole and this is Let's Make Art, and you are here to color and paint with us. We're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be using oil pastels. Now, before I get started, I wanted to introduce you to Keenan, who is in the back, who you will hear if you hear a voice.
Hello, how are you?
This is Keenan, so I just wanted to introduce you to get started. Now, first I'm going to tell you the supplies, and then I'm going to tell you about the artist that we are learning about today. So, the first thing is to grab your paper. We're going to be using the square paper because I'm going to be showing you how we're going to use that to make these fun paintings. I keep calling them paintings. They're paintings to me.
That's okay.
Okay. And then grab out your oil pastels. So you will have a bunch of different colors. And for this one, let's do one where it's with the same colors as the artist, and then we can make more that are different colors. So the colors I'm going to be using are blue, black, red, and yellow. Now, before we get started, I want to teach you about Mondrian. So I think I'm saying it right, but he is a super cool artist that I wanted to introduce to you. If you've never heard about him, he made all of these different paintings. And so that's why you'll see that that's what we're creating. Ours is inspired by him. So his name is, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Pieter. It's not Peter, Mondrian. And you'll notice that on this one, his name has 2 A's, and this one has 1. He actually changed his name.
Really?
Yeah, he changed his name. But he was born in the Netherlands, so he's a Dutch painter, and he is known for abstract geometric. So what that is that's what we're gonna be inspired by today, is we're gonna be creating geometric shapes. A fun fact about him that I wrote in here is that he also liked jazz and dance.
Hello.
Yeah.
I like jazz. I don't know about dance.
Well, they go together.
Yeah.
So I wanted to include one of his painting was called Boogie Woogie, Broadway Boogie Woogie. I thought that was fun. So he is such a cool artist that we're going to kind of, how do I say this? Bring it inside of you, and we're gonna bring it out onto our papers.
So we could say that the paper is going to be like Broadway, and we're going to do
the
show right there.
We're going to do that together. The other cool thing before I get started is why I wanted you to learn about him is he is an artist that then became so popular that they made Nike shoes off of his design. So you'll see in your zine, if you have our zine, flip to page 14, he also was inspired and Nike made shoes by him. Then there's this really cool designer called Yves Saint Laurent that made an entire collection of dresses that were inspired by his art. Wow. So you are an artist, and it's such a cool thing to remember that you are creating something that people are gonna see and enjoy. So let's channel that as we do this together. So grab out the paper, like I said, and the main colors are the primary colors, and then black. So I'm going to start with our motto. I remembered. So if you can raise your right hand and repeat after me. I am brave.
I am brave.
I am kind.
I am kind.
And I am creative.
And I am creative.
Let's do this.
Let's do this!
Boom! Okay, now let's get in the zone. Let's think of Mondrian. And to do this, like I said, you are the artist, so you can make this any way. You'll see that I have a few different ones that I did here. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna draw lines. That's it. So I'm gonna start with a pencil just to draw my guidelines first. So I'm just gonna draw lines, and you can draw them at any point, but I'm gonna first draw vertical lines. So vertical lines are where they're going from the top to the bottom. Then you can draw horizontal lines, and that means they're going across. You can have them stop. Maybe they stop where they connect here. Maybe they start where they connect. Maybe you draw them all the way across.
You could also use a ruler.
You could use a ruler. If that makes you feel more comfortable, then you could definitely use a ruler. But don't be afraid it's okay if they're not super straight.
Yeah.
If they're diagonal, that's still great too. Yeah. So keep going, draw a few more lines if you'd like. You can make some squares inside if you want. You can have fun with that. And then once you have that set, you are ready to use your oil pastels. Now, like I said, these are such a cool, different tool that you are using. And so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pick a square, pick a color, either of your colors, and you're just gonna scribble inside. Now, these oil pastels really, they glide. Have you tried these, Keenan?
Not yet.
Okay, we're gonna get you to try them next. But they just kind of smooth out on top of your paper. So you're just gonna color it in. Then maybe you grab another color and pick another one of your squares or your rectangles and color that in. Now, I love these because you'll see that it kind of picks up some, it had some orange on here from earlier. I love that. So we're just gonna kind of tap into our artist inside of us and we're just gonna color. Then, when you're done with that, you can take a look at it. You are the artist, like I said. So if you look at that and you think, I'm done, then you're done. If you also think, I want to add more color, maybe you started with these primary colors because that's what Mondrian started with. Then maybe you decide, I kind of want some green.
Yes.
You can do that. So you can grab another one of your colors and maybe you decide this stripe is green. So you can color that in. This is how you become an artist, by making these decisions and playing, seeing what happens. The other part is that if you're looking at, let's see, let me see this. Can you see how on his artwork, there are some white spots? Not all of it needs to be in color. And you are the artist, so you get to decide that. Do you want to would you have filled these all in? Do you like how he did that? He, as an artist, made that decision for him, so now you get to make the decision for you. So I think, let's see, looking at this, maybe I'll do one more. Maybe I'll do, I think I'm gonna make another green stripe right here, just because I feel like it.
All right.
So we're gonna go with it.
What if you did how do you say his name?
Mondrian.
Mondrian?
Mm-hmm.
What if you did a Mondrian style color wheel?
Ooh, yeah. You can do that. So if you have our zine or on a piece of paper, I left some space so that you can draw anything that's inspired by Mondrian.
Perfect.
And that's such a cool thing because there were so many other things. I've seen buildings that are inspired by Mondrian. So they're white buildings, but then they'll have red squares or blue squares. It's so cool how one painting can inspire so many different things. So that's the cool thing that I love about art. Then when you're done, the next step is that once you have your colors all laid out, grab your black and you are going to trace over your pencil lines. So if you're looking at these examples, can you see how the difference is that there's these black lines that really make it pop. So we're gonna do that as our last step. So you're gonna trace over your pencil lines with black. Just gonna color over it. And it kind of brings it to life even more. Oh, I made a square inside a square. I gotta outline that. Ooh, I really like the pop of green.
I do too.
That's so fun. So now that we did that, I was thinking that if you have more paper, and if you have different size paper, you can do the same thing. But what if you create an entire collection of Mondrian-inspired squares? So what a collection is, if you're an artist, you can create a bunch of different pieces like this that are similar, but not the same exact thing. And that is such a cool thing at being an artist, is that you can create a whole table full of this. So that was just a quick way of showing you how you can do this. And now what I'd like you to do is to make more. You're an artist and I want you to be inspired by Mondrian. He is such a cool artist that you get to keep inside of you and then bring out. So this was a quick one, but I think we're done.
We want to see it.
We want to see what you create. Show Keen and I and the whole Let's Make Art team your art collection that's inspired by Mondrian. Our Facebook group is called Let's Make Art Kids, so ask an adult when you're done to take a picture and say, can you share it with the whole team? And we would love to see it. And always remember that you are brave, kind, and creative, and we will see you for the next one. Bye, everyone.